Hey guys, it's me, Bob the Drag Queen. I just launched my production page, Purse First Studios, over on YouTube. Please go over there and check it out. Check out the first episode of my show, The Big Question. We answer the question, why do Black people hate musicals? Head over there. The link is in the description. Please go check it out. Thank you so much. All right, let's start talking. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sibling Watchery. My name is Bob the Drag Queen.
And my name is Naomi Small.
And we're reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, Episode 8, Stagecooch.
I'm so happy we're back together again.
I love getting to, first of all, you have been, am I like, it's just because we've been hanging out more lately that I'm like, you are on the road.
Yeah. I mean, it's Pride. I'm a gig girl. I live in the clubs.
The gigs. Listen.
Gigs.
What clubs were you were in Toronto?
Since I seen you, I was in Toronto. I was in Georgia. I was in Miami.
Where were you at in Georgia?
Macon.
That no shade to the Macon girlies, but as an Atlanta girly, you Macon hoes could never.
I did get on the mic, and for some reason, I just didn't hear them say the town name, so I was like, "What's up, Macon?" And you could hear the audience just be like, record scratch.
No one's ever said macaroons. Macaroon.
You could hear it just switch.
No, Macon, Georgia, actually, fun fact, Macon, Georgia was supposed to be the capital of Georgia because all the trains go there. But then all the highways got built to Atlanta. So Atlanta is the capital. And as it should be. As it should be. Oh, yeah. Here's Naomi. This you in Macon?
This is in Miami.
In Miami. You look like you're from Miami too, honey. Whip this hair around. You love to get up in a rafter.
I just love to give levels.
You will stand on something.
Yeah, business.
Them little wobbly legs. Then we put that leg up, she'll be like, oi. Okay, can I tell you what's really wild about? Okay, so I don't know how it is now because I've not lived in Georgia in a long time. But when I was in, I believe I was in Bebop's.
Okay.
I think it's in Mobile.
I've heard iconic things about this place. I've never done the gig, but I've heard iconic stories.
So when I was in Bebop's, what happened was they first of all, they can smoke indoors. So someone is tipping you.
Oh wow.
Like, so they're like holding their cigarette in their hand, and their tip. It's like the whole front of the stage is all like, I mean, the whole bar smells like cigarettes.
Okay,
which is
so
what
your drag smells like cigarettes afterwards.
And what do you think the queens in the dressing room do?
Smoke as well.
What do you think the queens in the dressing room do? They are all smoking, huffing, puffing,
oh my gosh,
smoking down, like smoking very much so, smoking cigarettes. So I obviously don't like. Do you remember on season 8? When you probably don't remember this, but when we did the challenge, the RuPaul's Empire Challenge,
okay,
my cat suit smelled like cigarettes
because of performing there.
No, because the person who was stoning it would smoke cigarettes and stone my outfit, so the whole thing just smelled like stale cigarettes.
You mean under all this?
Literally, all this nicotine. Literally under all this nicotine. And I've actually never been a cigarette smoker. I've never smoked cigarettes. That's not true. In college, I would like drink and like have like a cigarette, but I never enjoyed it. I never went through a pack. I never bought cigarettes. So I was just never a cigarette smoker. You ever been a cigarette smoker?
No. I tried one at one time just to like impress a boy. And
was he impressed?
No, because it was embarrassingly.
Yeah, I can't see you. I don't see you, being like
people like to do it for like the look.
How did you hold it?
I think I literally grabbed it.
Yeah, man, I'm sure that really impressed them when you're like, you put the lit end in your mouth. You were like, is this not how you do it? But I think you're supposed to do this thing. But I never smoked cigarettes, but I did, and low-key currently am addicted to nicotine. Vaping.
Via Vaping.
Via Vaping. Right. Which is honestly kind of a great drag name. Give it up for Via. Via Vaping. But I ended up, have you got, I feel like the two things everyone's doing now is like Labubus and vaping.
Oh. I'm not into either.
You know
yet.
Would you do a Labubu?
I was gifted a Labubu at a meet and greet. That was very nice.
Those are hard to get.
Are they?
Apparently, yes. I just spent a week trying to get one with my friend for him, and he finally got 2.
Oh, really?
And it took over a week and a half.
I feel like I can't give it away now.
I wouldn't give. I got one. Kimchi gave me one. I won't give it away.
That's sweet.
But yeah, I started vaping because I was on tour, and first of all, can I just say out loud, dancers are bad influences. Can you agree to that?
I can attest to this.
Dancers are bad influences across the board. They're bad influences, and they're enticing. They're very sexy. They're the hottest people there. They're dressed so fashionable. They just seem so cool. And then I started fucking vaping.
Dang, their schedules are also a lot more lax than yours.
Yeah,
on tour.
Yes,
like while we're spending hours on the getting ready. They're
in the back puffing blueberry air, liquid banana goo, and their name, the flavors of the vapes are like, some of them are like colors, essences. It's like how they name perfume and stuff.
Well, how they market it now, it's like, I understand how it's easily curious. Like those flavors are not just like.
Have you ever vaped?
I've hit someone's vape to impress them as well.
Hey, did it work?
That one was a lot easier to.
Did you get laid from it is the question?
No. Yes.
Yeah, but you would have got laid regardless, Naomi.
I mean, I would hope so.
But I started vaping, and then I started doing it because I was like, what's this up to? What's this blueberry air you're smoking on or vaping on? Because vapors are like, it's not smoke, it's vapor. They're very like, it's not smoke. I'm not smoking, I'm vaping. Which is how vaping is kind of dangerous, because you can do it. You can sneak it more than you can sneak, a cigarette. But now I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to get off. So I'm using X program to try to quit.
Okay.
To try to quit vaping. I don't want to. Also, I don't know what the side effects are.
Does X program make it easy to
It makes it easier for
keep yourself accountable.
Yes. So you first of all, there's a community. I love a community. I love when I'm going into Patreon. I love Reddit. I love a Discord. I love being able to hear other people's experiences. Someone's going through something you're going through. You get a chance to you get a chance to just basically experience stuff together. So it doesn't feel like you're doing it by yourself.
Love that.
So that makes it easier for me. Also, I love a good reminder. You know what I mean? Sometimes, because the thing about vaping is it's so easy to do it because it's right there. You don't have to go. One vape will last you a while, so you don't have to constantly go to the store. And people don't seem to be as offended by the vapor as they're offended by cigarette smoke. So it's easy for it to just kind of sneak into every aspect of your life. And then next thing you know, if I see someone smoking a cigarette in the car, I'm like, you're a maniac. Smoking a cigarette in your car,
maniac.
You're crazy. That's insane. Why would you do that? But someone you vape in your car, I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
So it's easier. It was easier for me to get addicted to nicotine through vape, which I thought I wouldn't be addicted. I was like, I'll be able to withstand this. But no, girl, nicotine is very insidious. It is very sneaky. It will sneak up on you. So getting a daily text in the morning.
What have you noticed, in your health from starting vaping to now?
It's really my habits.
Okay.
It's this.
Got.
It's this. It's this. It's constantly this. It's I can't go. First of all, I can't take a shit without my phone.
I mean, I feel that.
Now I have to find my phone and my vape. And I'm looking around. I'm like, I can't, and I can't. So I'm literally giving myself a hemorrhoid because I can't find my vape. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is insane. And people do judge you. When you vape, people judge you. You too?
I would never judge you.
Thank you.
I'll be with you on this journey to stop or not stop.
Well, you've already. It's going to be easy for you, bitch. You're not vaping. Then was like, I'll quit too. But what I'm saying, in the morning it makes it easy because in the morning, the two things I would normally reach for in the morning would be the vape and the phone. Not necessarily in that order. The phone's easier to find because it's attached to a cord. But if the first thing I see in the morning is a text reminding me not to vape, then it's easier to go to do something else.
For sure.
To do a breathing exercise, to have a piece of candy, even though I'm pre-diabetic. I'm working on that too. One thing at a time. One thing at a time, please. But yeah, so I'm trying to use the X program to help me with this, with the whole process. It's been helping me a lot. And also, if you want to quit vaping with me, you can also join X program. You can text join Bob to 88709. You can join the program with me. We can be in community together. I'm in the rooms chatting, but I have a pseudonym, so you won't know it's me, because I don't want people being like, hey, like,
Can we get a hint?
No, because literally no. I'm not gonna tell y'all my pseudonym. It's my pseudonym. It's Money Exchange.
Oh, perfect.
No, could you
she looks like she vapes.
But also it helps because I'm trying to do like I'm trying to decide if I want to do like nicotine replacement or like through gum or lozenges. So there's like a 25% off if you are an X program, which by the way is free.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
How do you beat that?
It's
literally for your better health.
Yeah, it's literally just free, and you still get 20% off things like nicotine replacement, gum, or lozenges. So I'm on the journey, y'all. If you see me in the streets, I'm doing my best. If you see me in the street and I'm stressed, leave me alone, because I'm working. But also, what makes it great is this: I am in the early stages of my journey to quit vaping. So whether you quit smoking cigarettes or cigars or is anyone still doing it? If you live in Macon, you probably smoke a pipe. If you live in Brooklyn, if you live in Bushwick, you're probably one of these. But also, it doesn't matter if you've been doing it if you quit a long time ago, you can help other people, give your experience. And so it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. If you're new like me, come on over. If you had a recent relapse because of a rough breakup, that's your business. I'm not here to judge. You can still join the program. How's your lung capacity?
Should we test it out?
We're gonna sing a note. We're both gonna do the ending note to Defying Gravity.
No, not singing.
And so you can hold it the longest. Ready?
How about we just go underwater? Just dunk our heads underwater.
Oh, there we go. It's gonna.
Oh God.
No, I want to do this one. I want to make her uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable because I'm in withdrawals.
You will never make me uncomfortable. You've been telling. Yes. Okay, ready?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, I feel justified. That's for the hand wrestling or the arm wrestling.
Hand wrestling is crazy. So listen, if you want to join me in this journey to quit nicotine, to quit vaping, to quit smoking cigarettes, and if you live in Brooklyn and you're literally still smoking from a pipe like a cartoon character in the 1940s, you can join me right now by texting Join Bob. You can join X program by texting Join Bob to 88709. Y'all, it's free. It's literally free. It is to help you be healthier, help you make healthier choices for yourself. It is available 24/7. Listen, as the administration is cutting all of our programs, we got something that's free. Use it. All right, so let's get into this episode. All right, so at the top of the episode, Cynthia and Acid Betty both believe that their team should have been in the top.
I think Acid Betty is justified.
Yeah, and the thing about Cynthia and Alyssa's outfits, the more I look at them, the less I like them. Like, there comes a point where Alyssa's outfit just looks like painted cardboard, not even covered cardboard.
Yeah, I didn't really notice until like until of course this week, seeing like all like the black, the
folds and what are you talking about?
The black like scorched marks. Oh, yeah, it does read dirty at first, but it's like she's supposed to be burned.
So did you feature it?
I feature Alyssa's from a wide. Actually, I think I feature both of them from a wide, but Alyssa's more I can digest. Cynthia's was just like it did read very like, since the angles were like very like rounded. Yeah. It looks more crafty. I think that she needs those like sharp angles.
Also Denali's too. The more I look at Denali's, because like the corrugated cardboard, my trigger word, which never made the air, but you know how corrugated cardboard triggers me. You can see the way it makes corners on the bodice of her Schiaparelli inspired top, and then she wore it on some things recently, and also the fabric was really sheer, so you can see the brown underneath the cardboard, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Yeah, underneath you can see the brown underneath the fabric, which is why people were saying, which is why RuPaul and Michelle were like, we can see her pads. Like we can just see the yellow or the green of her pads through the fabric because the fabric was so sheer because it wasn't like lined or anything.
Green pads. Oof.
I mean, I didn't see them, but I'm colorblind, but I believe. Well, they also said different color. They were like yellow, green. So I don't. Did you see the colored pads?
I didn't. To me, I'm still convinced that was like Denali's legs.
It is no. There's no girl.
Like
no.
I think like here it was maybe a hip pad.
I'm telling you, to the knee, hip to knee. Those are pads. Denali, chime in. Denali, chime in.
Denali's legs are tanks. Like.
Denali, if you're watching this, please comment below. You were wearing pads, right? She had to be.
She's got a deadly weapon down there.
In the back too. She will show her ass. Baby, you are gonna look at Denali's anus if you are looking. She will point her hole straight down the barrel of the lens, swipe her hand across it.
Trend alert from drag queens moving on. Butthole. Lydia's impact.
Truly Lydia's impact. So now we're getting ready to give out points. This is very predictable. Everyone gave their partner a point. Cynthia to Alyssa, Denali to Acibeti to Denali, and then Alyssa to Cynthia. I don't think anyone shot. Although Alyssa did do this bit where she was acting like she was going to give the point to Denali.
I know. I was kind of like because I think that we already predicted that this is how this bracket was going to go. It was going to be the Kumbaya bracket. I was like just annoyed with that editing of like, but I don't even know if it was so much the editing. It was the girls also being like stretching it out. Yeah,
Alyssa was really camping it up, really leaning into the drama of like, I might give it to Denali, which would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Crazy to do, but obviously she didn't. And then what ends up happening is Ginger and Diabetes are like kind of like, did you expect the points to go that way? But also like, Ginger, did you really expect them to give you their points? Like, did you really expect to do the best in the challenge, win the challenge, and then have the girls just give you their points?
White privilege.
Like, that would be, wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, that would be crazy. It's crazy to also think like that.
But also, I think Ginger genuinely feels like she did the best. Ginger feels like I did do the best because she got great praise from the judges. But the girls don't. Also, the girls, I don't think they actually think Ginger did the best. They made it clear. Cynthia and Acibeti were like, we believe we should have been at the top.
Yeah, and I totally understand. I think every single person in the room, except for maybe Diabetes.
Yeah,
because she was, in a partnership with her, and
which
they've
kind of become almost an alliance. So low key.
Yeah. Which is unexpected. You would not think Diabetes and Ginger Minj going into this bracket would be like...
They're kind of Abbott and Costello. You know what I mean?
But also who...
It's low key, right?
Who would... Like, I could see Dia having her alliance with Acid. I feel like their drags are very similar.
And I want that.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually cute to see them together. It's so adorable to see the Bettys.
For sure. The Bettys.
The Bettys.
Betty needs a spank.
Betty, is it? No, what is it? Mistress Betty? No, what's her song?
Mistress Violet, and then then Betty needs a spank.
Yeah, Betty needs a spank.
I know.
Daddy needs a wank. Is that what it was?
I think it's something like that. I think
so. Honestly, she ate with that.
Oh, she ate with that. Her and Fame. It was the rubber doll.
Rubber doll. I am your rubber doll. No, but the one I liked before that was that the first one where she's like outside the bodega. One day I'm going to do a YouTube video, my top 10 favorite Ru Girl music videos.
Music videos or songs?
I'm going to do music videos.
Okay, music videos.
Because I don't want to waste time now, but go to my YouTube page at some point down the line. I will have Bob's top 10 favorite Ru Girl music videos because there are some bangers and some garbage in there as well. When I do the 10 worst, no, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, I think best can be also the worst.
This is true. Something can be so bad it's good.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you have a mic, by the way, over there, by the way, if you want to chime in.
Do you want to make more money?
Wear
a wig.
Wear a wig.
But also on the YouTube channel, we are doing another makeup tutorial. You're
invited whenever you want to come by, baby.
Okay.
Paint me up.
Maybe one day we'll paint and then record.
To quote
That's going to be the longest day ever.
Picasso. So the next day, Ginger walks in and she feels that there's a target on her back. I can't say this. I cannot confirm this. This is just a suspicion that I have. Ginger's always doing a bit. It's always a joke, like always like a pun, so-and-so. And I feel like they edit out when they go, do you feel like there's a target in your back? I feel like she's like, there's a Target, a Walmart. Like I feel like that happened, but then they edited around it. That's my fan theory.
But I feel like she also is very smart where she'll just give them everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you need to do on Drag Race is you just give them every single thing because you know they're only going to use 30% of it.
Speaking of everything, Acid Betty, if you're watching, we need photo shoots for your workroom looks.
Oh, I know. I feel like she should be selling like the ready-to-wear versions of these.
I want one.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like Gen X Labubu.
Totally.
I want one so bad. They look so cool. But Kim will give me her Betty jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, she owes me.
Kim is not sentimental with drag.
She wrote or anything
at all.
Kim gave me a Labubu. Just handed it to me.
I mean,
a rare Labubu. Was like, here, take it.
Also, she just left her premiere look at your house.
Yes.
The day after.
Kim said, I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck about this shit. Do you remember when she used to be like, I never paint my face the same way twice? And then after a while, she's like, I'm done with that. You remember that?
Was like her calling card when she first started.
And then one day she was like,
different.
it's too much. So Ru comes in and announces they're going to be doing a Hoedown throwdown at Stagecooch. That's one of my favorite names they've ever given to anything.
That is very cute.
A raise to whoever came up with that name. It is genuine. I have a question. This might be kind of shady. And I have no way of knowing this for sure, but I want to know what the fall off rate in viewership is in this third bracket.
Ooh, that's a really good question.
If it will pick back up when the merges happen,
when they all get back together.
Because I kind of feel like I'm not gonna say it's not a good bracket. It's not a good bracket. Is it a good? You know what it is? There's no suspense. We know for sure two of the girls going on. Like we know for sure.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I say for sure, I know no spoilers. Well, after this episode, there's no way Ginger Minge can't merge. After this episode, there is nothing that could possibly happen where Ginger Minge could be in the bottom half of this bracket.
I know. Once you see the points all lined out, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, they're cooked. She has 6 points.
Yeah.
By the end of the episode, but I do wonder how this bracket has affected the viewership.
I mean, as far as like bringing the television, I do think that Acid Betty is doing all of the work. She's all the weight is on her shoulders.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Betty and Cynthia because they shone like diamonds in this episode for me. I genuinely feel, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
maybe we're biased.
Maybe we're season 8 girls are biased, but season 8 is cooking. Cooking, honey. No one's eating. The judges sure as hell aren't eating what they're cooking. So Denali is like, this is my challenge. I write music. There's no way I could not possibly win this week's challenge. And then so the RuPaul comes in, gives them their songs, and it's kind of like when there's two groups. It's not kind of. It is two groups. There's two songs: Trailer Hitch and
Suck My Metal Off the Chrome Bar.
No, that's Trailer Hitch.
Oh, Trailer Hitch.
Yeah, where she like to suck the chrome off it. Trailer Hitch and oh my god, Key Your Car and Trailer Hitch.
Key Your Car
are the songs. Okay. So only can be 3 girls per song, and 5 girls want to do Trailer Hitch. 5 of them.
Right.
Cynthia is the only one who wants to do Key Your Car. And the other 5 all want to do Trailer Hitch. So Ginger Minge is like, I'm calling Trailer Hitch. I'm going to get it. It is what it is.
And if Ginger wants it, she going to get it.
Whatever Ginger wants. Oh, no. Ginger got sad little man. Little Ginger say. Sorry. I'm really all unhinged today.
Love it.
Unhinged today.
I feel like that's why I was like, I think I need an energy drink.
To match me. So they end up figuring out quite diplomatically, actually. And on Key Your Car is going to be Diabetes, Ginger Minge, and Cynthia. And they have named their group the Mud Flaps.
Yes.
And then on Trailer Hitch is going to be Alyssa, Denali, and Acid Betty. And they have named themselves the Whiskey Chicks. So they get to writing, and Denali is again feeling very good about writing. She's rewrapping her phenomenon verse.
Yes.
Which she did eat that verse.
She did eat that verse.
But I still think the star, or maybe it was all over the world, was to me that episode. Tamisha Iman ate the girlies up.
Tamisha Iman also ate her lip sync that she went home on.
She did eat that.
The Blue Cantrell.
Yeah.
Hit 'em up style.
Yes.
Everything.
She's a fucking fantastic drag queen.
I feel like we haven't had a queen like that since her either.
And not before her either.
No.
She is truly unique, one of a kind.
Yeah.
When she had that, Tamisha Iman is coming for you to show the girls what I can do. Drag is my game and I do it well. Then ATL Peach with a story to tell. Bit but not broken. I'll fight till the end. That old school diva shall rise again. Going for the crown, it's gonna be tough. But guess what, baby? I was born for this stuff. Oh,
iconic.
Cooked.
Iconic.
She cooked.
Also, who releases footwear?
And I have the Tamisha Imans.
Iconic.
So I need to wear them next week.
Yes.
Next week, I'm going to have the Tamisha Imans on. Jacob, make a note.
Let me know if you need me to go and crust them.
Exactly. So they go into for the coaching for the singing. Orville Peck is
that
there.
was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that was a nice little surprise. Yeah. The girls are.
Why was he wearing the mask though? I'm kidding.
One time me and Orville were hanging out. Like I don't see Orville that often, but we have a lot of friends in common, mostly Trixie and Alaska, and he was talking to me. I was like, and I remember like, who the fuck are you?
Like, oh, he didn't have it on.
He didn't have the mask on. We were just like at a show, and I was like, oh, hey. He was like talking like he knew. I was like, girl, I don't fucking know you.
Was he dressed in like?
These are regular clothes.
Oh, just like not.
He didn't have on like a cowboy hat and tassels and a bolo tie.
Okay,
he was just wearing like a t-shirt and some jeans. And I was like, hi. And he was talking like he knew me. And I was like, girl, I do not know you. He was like, girl, it's me, Orville. And I was like, oh, shit.
How funny.
But they're hanging out with Orville Peck. And honestly, for the most part, people are actually doing pretty good, with the exception of Alyssa. Alyssa is
the Maya Iman LePage Kermit. Like revenge moment. Yeah. What is that? What is that octave you go to?
Well, it seems to be a person with an accent speaking English, but then trying to do a very specific American accent.
Yes.
Like not trying to do a neutral American accent. But I also noticed this on did you ever see Modern Family?
Yes.
Sofia Vergara has an episode where she tries to act like she doesn't have an accent, and she does the same voice.
Like it's very Kermit.
She ends up doing one of these.
Oh,
so there's probably some sort of a second language thing, or ESL, English as a second language thing, where maybe in their minds we all sound like Muppets.
Yeah, and I feel like it just probably goes through so many different channels. Because
Americans, our accent is quite nasally. Like we think of like a British would go car, and we go like car.
Right.
Like car. It does sound quite, you know what I mean? So it seems to be sort of English as a second language thing.
They just need to go to Macon for a weekend and get a true understanding.
You look great in the show.
Few burns.
But everyone seems to be doing pretty good. And so we don't really get a lot of drama in the rehearsals, except for when they start dancing and Ginger Minge, Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Diabetes team is like, they can't seem to communicate because they're all like, oh, we're going to let Diabetes take the reins. But then Cynthia and Ginger Minge don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just from a wide, like Diabetes being a choreographer.
Is she a dancer? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, they didn't say she was a choreographer. They just like, you get the ultimate veto. So you are the one who will decide, do we do it or do we not do it? We will lean into you and you will let us know what to do.
Which feels kind of shady.
To Diabetes or
to Diabetes in the long run, for like if it goes,
they can blame it on her
poorly for the runway. They can talk about how it was Dia.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen one of those in a long time, like throwing the group leader under the bus type thing in a long time.
No, because I do think probably someone came in and choreographed what they were doing, or at least helped them, like stage. I think they do a lot more production now than we did.
Back in my day, we literally...
It was literally us.
Yeah.
It was actually us.
We choreographed those things ourselves. We did not get to bring a makeover look.
No.
We had to make it there.
No, yeah.
Which, go back to making it.
I want steaks.
right?
I want the stakes. If we're watching a competition, I think that there's just an easiness with production. There's an easiness with, I don't know.
Not only did we have to make it ourselves, they gave us people whose bodies were like not differently able. Basically, I mean, I don't know if you would consider a little person differently able, but non-conventional bodies.
For sure.
So I had never designed for a person that small ever.
As a non-conventional body designing for another non-conventional body.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, but now it's just like, just get your friend to make two like one size fits all outfits.
Hate it.
Yeah, I don't love it either.
Hate it.
It's not great. It's not great. And you can always tell when the girl's thrown by getting like a big girl or like someone really, really skinny.
Mhm.
They're like, oh shit, now I don't know what to do with this outfit because it doesn't fit my person.
For sure.
And they are just thrown.
Yeah. You need to be able to think on your feet when it comes to putting somebody in drag.
Your feet are down here.
But my brain is here.
So the next day, they walk in and Acid Betty is basically telling the girls like, I realize there's the girls at the top,
Mhm.
which is basically which is kind of I feel viewed as Betty, Diabetti, Denali, and Ginger Minj. And there's the girls at the bottom, which is viewed as Acid Betty,
Cynthia
Lee Fontaine, and Alyssa. Even though I think that Diabetti's kind of low-key including, because at this point, Lil Mama has 1 point as well.
Alyssa.
Ass girl.
Oh, Denali.
Yeah. But they're like, maybe she's going to pull ahead. So Acid Betty's like, we need to basically build a super PAC. We need to get our delegates and find our nominee that we're going to send to the national election. Because they've already got what's going on over there, and we are not going to just be sitting here being pawns in their game.
This is so acid.
And it's so good.
It's so acid.
I'm so happy. And then I love this. At some point, Diabetti's like, you guys want to give me your point? And Acid Betty's like, no, we will not be. Because she's like, what are the points? Acid Betty's like, well, you're not getting one. Which is so, because Acid Betty's the thing where she says something shady, and then she just kind of does this little laugh afterwards. But it's not like it's like, you know, the Acid Betty
it's
laugh.
like, period.
Yeah. And then I love when Diabetti's like, well, we're not just asking you. And then Betty goes, I speak for the group.
And she meant that shit. Iconic.
I speak for the group is so cunty. And you know it's fierce because the group didn't say anything. The group was like, literally, I speak for the group is so fierce.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And Betty and Diabetti was like, all right. You said that. You said that. It's so good. I speak for the group.
I love her.
Oh, I love
I
Betty.
love her. I miss being in a room with her. I miss being more so in that setting with her.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to take any shit.
Oh, at all. From anyone, by the way.
From anyone.
Production, drag queens, craft services, anyone. The wind, Mother Nature.
The therapist at the psych eval. Yeah.
So this is when it feels like Ginger Minj and Diabetti have kind of formed an alliance. Because I think she feels othered by the girls who have 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels like she's an outsider. But I don't think Diabetti's taking account that she's not going to do well this episode. I think Diabetti thinks she's going to be in the top of this episode as well.
Right.
Because she's like, well, me and Ginger, we're the girls at the top. And Ginger's like, bitch, who the fuck is we? You speak French now?
I kind of feel like Ginger does not need any sort of alliance in this setting. But I do feel like Dia has a headspace of being like, I should probably keep it tight with someone who can take me to the top. For sure.
But if the person you're tight with is in the top, they can't help you.
Exactly.
So what's the point of being in an alliance with someone who's going to be winning the game?
It's almost like you should be going against that person.
Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
But now Diabetti is aligned with Ginger Minj. So the only chance that Diabetti has at this point to merge is to do well during this next episode, because Ginger Minj will the next episode is a improv comedy challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger Minj is probably going to be in the top again.
Yeah.
So even if she doesn't win the lip sync, she's going to get the 2 points, and you will not have an opportunity. Because who are the comedy queens this bracket?
Just Ginger.
Literally just Ginger Minj.
Yeah.
Solamente Yinger Minge.
Right. I mean, Cynthia is also funny, but not in the way that
It's a different kind of funny. It's a different kind of funny. And we've seen Cynthia flop during improv challenges. She had a hard time during
I am a strong gay woman.
And then we saw her flop at Sofia Vergara during Snatch Game. So Cynthia does not do well at improv. But we're gonna get to where she did shine. We're gonna get to where she did motherfucking shine.
She did eat it this episode.
Let's talk about these performances. First of all, let's talk about RuPaul's look. I love this look. This hair is for me, it ages her a little bit.
Yeah. It's also, I mean, it's white, but
yeah.
It's white, but it's also like one of those styles that you see, like, a woman who goes into the salon once a week and gets that style.
Yeah.
And it's coiffed all the time and it's perfect and she sleeps like that. But this dress is gorgeous. It's
so stunning.
So Bob Mackie, like all the diagonal lines. I love the neckline. She looks gorgeous. She looks like a trophy, a column. I
agree. And Ross, I love that Ross is out of his bomber jacket phase. You remember the sequin track jackets? I'm glad that phase is over.
The pants are.
I like them. You don't like them?
The pants are above his
belly button.
The pants are at like his third rib.
Yeah, girl. Listen, when you have a little bit of a belly, this is how you dress. We're not doing no low rise stuff. I'm with you. I'm with you, Ross. I'm not in these low rise areas, honey. You can show hip bone. That shit is cute. That show hip bone is like, ew. Someone come get their uncle.
Never. Those are some long ass pants though, and that's coming from moi.
Let's go into these looks. So let's first of all, let's do verse by verse. I love my sister Cynthia. She will always wear something that is just like, why would you do that
for cowboy?
The leggings. Why would you wear? Are they purple?
I think that they all tried to match Ginger's look because Ginger's like purple.
Yeah, we'll get to Ginger in a second. So I'll do this. Remember that night when we met at the bar? Got to know each other on the back of your car, riding on my cuckoo. But look at her. I guess you're not the man I thought you were. Thought you get the rose, but you got the thorn. Baby, I'm the one to grab the bull by the horns. I just want to say her performance was amazing. Her voice sounded fantastic. I liked her voice. Cynthia, for me, was the best in this group.
I agree. I was so impressed by her. I feel like it felt really easy and fluid. Like it also matched the song perfectly. And her performance, she was very confident.
Yeah.
And she started it out she set the tone.
For me, I would say in this group, the ranking would be Cynthia, Ginger, then Diabetti.
For sure.
And Cynthia was amazing. She ate. She really did a really good job with her performance, with her voice. Her voice sounded amazing. This look is crazy.
This look is insane. I mean, it's Super Bowl Lady Gaga with
2008 Gaga.
Yeah, with purple American Apparel leggings and glove, and then
not too much on American Apparel.
The teeny,
not too much on American Apparel on Drag Race.
American Apparel clothed my early drag,
and the drag I won Drag Race. I had one pair of American Apparel pants on Drag Race.
Love.
And you guys will never let me down.
It's not me. You group me and Kim together all the time.
This is true. Actually, I had two pair.
Because I was definitely wearing American Apparel on the runway as well.
I wore them during the Madonna Challenge, and I wore them during the Best Drag Challenge.
Yeah, the finale.
Not the finale.
Your finale runway. Your final
look. Your best drag.
Your best drag. I'm also just so impressed that you can read the screen from this far.
I know, and there's no lenses in these glasses. I was fighting for my life. I need you to know. Fighting for my life. You ever trying to stutter at the top? And you called me out.
No, I'm impressed. How far we've come.
Let's go to the next one. You want to do Diabetti? Go ahead.
Let's do it. All right, Diabetti. Always know what I want, so you call me a bitch. I love that line.
It is good, yeah.
You're a good for nothing man, always talking your shit. Cause a little drama, give the tea a little stir. I'm a lover and a fighter. I don't care what you've heard. So pedal to the metal, baby. Hold on tight. Just beware of this dog because Betty does bite.
The verses are fine, but the performance wasn't great, and her voice was just whatever.
Yeah,
I don't think that she really ate this up to me. Even though I like this verse, there's something about the performance of it and her voice just wasn't really it for me.
The delivering, I love someone who has such a unique, such a staple style.
Mhm.
On Drag Race, it's hard to have such a staple style and not be looked at it as like the same. Because I would actually, if I was glancing at her right now,
Yeah.
this is almost like her villain look.
A little bit, yeah.
Tall, long, stretched, black, dark. I wish I would have just seen her like really embrace, like, when I hear Western look, I'm thinking denim, gingham, plaid, all that kind of stuff. But that first line I love, but this is definitely the third ranking in this group for me.
To me, this kind of looks like a character Danny Trejo would play in a movie. This she looks like the bad guy from a Wild Wild West thing, and she's gonna be like shot to smithereens or blown up by a piece of dynamite or something. But yeah, I didn't really feature her that much on this episode. Let's go to Ginger Minj. I love this look.
This makes the most sense. This is Western. You think stars, you think big hair.
Yeah.
Love this hair on her.
Yeah, I love this hair. I love this. I love this take on the chaps because they're a completely different fabric. But I also love that the chaps don't hug the leg at all. It's just kind of like almost like a big pant flowing down. Her body looks great. Her hair looks great. I love this outfit.
I wonder how she gets her hair that big.
You don't know how they do big wigs, bitch?
Like,
Didn't you have a big blonde wig, a giant blonde wig?
I'm joking.
Oh!
I'm doing a bet.
I was like, how long have you been doing drag? You don't know how wigs get big.
No, the wig. There's levels to this shit, guys.
She part diabetes wig. You are a monster. I'm obsessed with you. You're always whispering sweet things in my ear, then screwing around on me. My tea is ice, but my temper is hot. I put the cunt in country. Well, it chapped my ass when you smacked me on the fanny, then told me you were cheating with my own damn granny. It was funny. I would say Ginger's shining moment was saying, "And I'm your wife."
Totally.
That was a great moment for Ginger Minj, and she did pretty good. I do think that Cynthia was just a little bit better, but she looks good, and this verse was pretty good.
I mean, Cynthia's verse even was this, and Ginger's is like,
yeah.
Our brains are doing the exact same thing.
I have long legs. She's a super queen, never miss a beat. Hey.
But you're right. The whole the fact that she got to go last in that intro. I'm your girlfriend. I'm your wife.
Yeah.
It
was great. I wonder if she wrote that or if that was part of the track.
I would believe it. I do think
it's something that she would write. Yeah.
I think she's very talented in giving exactly what this panel of judges and
for sure.
this production company wants on the show.
If I had one critique for this outfit, it would be that I wish the stars weren't so symmetrical. Because it looks like a face on her pussy.
Yeah.
Like her across her stomach and her pussy is like a face and eyes and a mouth.
But I would have loved to know what the other girls were going to wear, because I feel like just looking at this look, she didn't have to edit her look at all. And I feel like they threw something together to match whatever the fuck Ginger was wearing.
Yeah.
And bitch, if you're in the top, you're matching my shit.
I mean, I wouldn't have. I would have been like, y'all figure it out. I'm wearing this.
For her, no.
I mean, if I was in her position, I wouldn't swap. But if I was someone else, I would have tried to convince her to swap. For sure.
Absolutely.
100%.
But you know what? Knowing her, she's not swapping.
Probably not. Let's go on to the next group. So we have first of all, why were they trying to make it sound like Acid Betty doesn't wear wigs like this?
Right? She's always worn wigs like this.
Yeah, Acid Betty does a blunt bang and it's like fluffed out on the side.
It's like those rock star wigs.
Yeah, sometimes they're asymmetric. They go they're sliding down, getting longer on the bottom. I'm like, do you even watch the show, Michelle?
I know.
Acid Betty wears wigs like this all the time.
Yeah.
This look is so fucking good.
So cool.
This look is great.
It lights up.
I know, it's great. Go ahead and read this for us.
Okay. Acid Betty, get on in and scooch on close. You can call me Marge. That's large Marge, for you no charge. Aka Baka or Toe.
Aka Baka or Toe. These are characters from
Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Okay. Akabaka or toe, lubed up and ready to glide. I'm your rental duty slip and slide. Hog tie you up and flip you upside down, kick off my boots and throw you all around.
God damn. Betty said butch top, honey. Betty said dumb top down. Hog tie you and flip you upside down, kick off my boots, throw you shit. I'm about to fuck the shit out of you. I bet Betty is a dumb top.
I mean, what did Chi-Chi say back in the day? She said Betty looks like the kind that will fuck you and put you in the closet or something. Or tie you up and throw you in the closet.
You mean hog tie you and flip you upside down? She prophesied. I like this verse. Her voice sounded good. Betty's a good dancer. She wasn't the top one for me in this group, but this was a great performance. And her look is the best by a mile.
For sure.
By a mile.
For sure. I do think there was something with like her vocal approach. Like I feel like she did something weird to her voice, and I totally understand you're doing like an accent. I can't really do a Southern accent that well. So like I get that it sounds so awkward, but it doesn't sound like her voice when she's singing it.
I wonder, would you put that much thought into your challenges looks? Like when you went back and knew you, because when you did Alter, they told you looks were for challenges?
Yeah, and
on our season they did not tell us. They just gave us looks, and we found out they were Runway when they told us.
I mean, it was the same thing. Like when I went back for All Stars, it was like have a Sex and the City look, have a clown look, but it's like it's only used in a skit for 20 seconds.
But they would tell you that though.
No, they wouldn't tell you that. So you prepare a runway.
Oh, I remember seeing that crazy look that Mo Hart wore, that crazy clown look.
Yeah.
It was like so intricate, and we like barely saw
for
it.
no reason.
Didn't it have like a reveal and something else? It was like a really intricate look.
And then they're like, okay, and you take a pie to the face and ruin that look forever.
And
like a runway look.
And sometimes you bring looks that you don't even use. Like I know we mentioned this before, but like in the RuPaul's Empire, we prepared every character. We prepared a look for all of those characters.
Exactly.
And you only end up wearing one.
Exactly. With no budget.
Yeah, literally. We don't mean low budget.
No
literally
budget.
No budget. $500 an episode.
Was it that much? I think it was less, wasn't it?
It was $500 an episode, $250 a day. And
or
then
for you.
Oh, you didn't? Your agent didn't work out a deal? Honestly, it might have been. I can't remember. It was like $250 a day back then.
Okay.
Now they get way more.
I think you're right, actually. I think that's what I'm thinking.
But anyway, but if I knew that, knowing that it's for the challenge, would you put that much effort into it? Oh, look.
Well, when it's this setup with the brackets and you're only preparing 6 looks, like a runway look and a challenge look, I would probably put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's easier.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, I thought she did pretty good. Let's go to the next one. So now we have Alyssa Summers. Nope. Alyssa Hunter. Alyssa Hunter. You can take it away. Oh, you did the last one. Hello, bitches.
Is it because I can read?
No. Hello, bitches. How do you all? This Puerto Rican can hustle, right? Yeehaw. Give it face or be fashion.
All about satisfaction.
What does that mean? Give it face or be fashion. All about satisfaction. So settle up and watch, because I'm ready for action. Cowboy sugar daddies, I don't care. The only thing I want is cocktails. I'm Latin and I'm spicy. Y hablo español. So papi, take your pants off and give me mucho more. I did not like this performance.
No.
This is pretty bad.
This is pretty bad.
I don't no shade to Alyssa Hunter, but like, this was not good.
There's a part of me that wants to be like, it's not her fault because this is just corny challenge all around.
But Cynthia made it work.
But Cynthia did make it work.
Ginger made it work. Betty made it work.
Betty made it work. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just not great. She looks good though.
She looks good. She looks fine.
Yeah, she looks fine. Yeah. Let's not drag it. Go on to the next one. Now let's bring up Denali.
All right.
Let's talk about her look first. I do not like this look for this challenge.
I don't like this look for country either.
Yeah, in general, sure. Actually, in general, the hat should be bigger.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck does that have to do with country?
I know. Whenever I think of country, I never think ostrich feathers.
There could be a way to do it like Grand Ole Opry style. Maybe like if it's maybe like a baby doll or a teddy type thing, and the feathers at the bottom and at the hem, maybe like a boa, maybe something like that. But this,
or like chaps that are ostrich instead of like.
How is this country? I don't get it. It is a cowboy hat with ostrich around the rim, but like I genuinely don't get it. I'm so confused about this.
I know. Maybe the brief was different than we thought. Maybe it's like music festival look or something. You know?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But she did show ass.
I wish that was something. I don't think the girls really, like, consecutively all seasons, like, we never really get, like, a real debrief of what the actual list said.
Yeah.
Because, like, they name it whatever they want on the show.
Drop the list. If you're bold, drop the list.
Yeah. It's send it anonymously.
Yeah, send it anonymously. Yeah. Just do one of those little what's that? The V for Vendetta mask.
Or just put on X program.
Read the lyrics, bitch.
Let's have a duel. See who shoots first. Do.
I'm screaming.
What?
I'm screaming.
I mean, that's a
do-si-do.
Oh. Could you tell I'm from California?
Do-si-do is crazy.
Okay. From the top. Let's have a duel, see who shoots first. Do-si-do together till my dog is hurt. I got my fatty on Omega, go all night like Talladega. Just look on my competition, baby boy. I got a leg up. 365, take some cherry pie. Touch your heels, crisscross, and clap your hands 3 times. Got a saddle and a paddle. Tell your buddies not to tattle. Bagged the baddest in the town, but can tie a hoe down.
These are great lyrics.
Great.
Fantastic. I do think she slightly overperformed it.
I think that might have been a theme this episode.
Like she really like it was like, girl, you remember when Fergie was doing front flips and singing?
And then Pink.
Like while doing one-handed front flips while singing, it is impressive.
Yeah.
No one's having that conversation. But it's like, this is a lot. Like Pink is someone who would like do a song and then do something impressive during the instrumental and then come back down after being whipped around in water and slung across the like a fucking, a slingshot across the arena. But Denali is packing it all into one. I would say this: Georges is good at like choreographing, but not ODing it,
like timing it out. She also can look. Georges is very good at looking like effortless while doing it.
Yeah,
Denali is like, I'm 100%.
Yeah,
which I feel like is probably the athlete in her.
Maybe
like have to go full throttle.
Yeah, I think she overperformed it. That being said, these lyrics are great and she sounded amazing. And I don't love the look so much.
But her ass looks
delicious.
And insane.
The incredible edible ass.
Gorgeous.
So good.
Yeah. Fit.
Denali, thank you for showing your butt so much.
I want
every time I'm happy to see it.
I want a video. You can have it be members only, whatever. I just want to know if you can crack a walnut with your ass. I feel like she can.
A walnut?
Isn't that what people do?
Well, you can't crack a walnut with your hands.
I think she could do it with her Omega fatty.
You can't. Have you ever cracked a walnut? You cannot crack a walnut with your hands. They are impossible.
That's fine.
You need like a thing to crack a walnut, okay,
well, what could she crack with her ass cheeks?
Probably see if she could
open an Easter egg.
That'd be easy.
Okay.
I think that maybe if she could
unbox a Labubu.
There it is. Can you unbox a Labubu and have it come out in mint condition? So let's go into the judging. Also, side note too, it feels like the second group, I didn't time it out, but it feels like the second group kind of got like robbed a little bit or shafted because like the first group came in to the end of their number.
Yeah. They opened for them.
So the first group got more time.
For sure.
But whatever.
And who was in the first group again?
The first group was Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Diabetti, and Ginger Mary.
Yeah.
Oh. I
see how that works.
And that's on that. So during the judging, I love it.
Runways,
yes. Thank you. Runway. Let's go through these looks. It's Night of 1,000 Miley, which I didn't expect, but I actually enjoyed the notion because I didn't grow up watching Hannah Montana. So I really became aware of Miley Cyrus pretty much during Party in USA.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's when I became aware of Miley Cyrus.
My first OG Twitter handle. Before I was Davis Gaga obsessed,
Mm-hmm.
it was Davis Cyrus.
Your name was David Cyrus?
I think that like this is so embarrassing. She's like my first ever book report was her autobiography.
Well, that's amazing.
I love her. Love her.
First of all, she's an amazing singer.
She's such a good artist.
Vocals, like wow. Vocals about to end this drought. She's phenomenal.
She's also just like so cool. She's so herself. She's never been like this like robot through Hollywood. I feel like she's always attacking like interviews. Like remember when she went on the Joe Rogan podcast?
So good.
She like stood up for all the
they're always
queens.
doing the same thing. Like you, whenever I watch your podcast.
Love.
I can't do the Miley Cyrus voice, but it's also crazy because she talks like this here, but she sings. It's like so crystal clear. But there she's like, she's like singing what's her big song? I can buy yourself flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's like, thank y'all so much.
Oh yeah.
Y'all were so good tonight to me tonight. Y'all were good.
She's so good. Her Dead Pets album is top 3 albums of all time for me. I just love this bitch. I went to her. I met her the first time I ever met her. I was standing in line. She has a brother named Trey Cyrus, who was part of this band Metro Station, who was my first concert ever. And
you really know it.
Oh, I'm like, I've been in these streets. Metro Station, and randomly she just like brought them on stage, and then she was like signing people like afterwards. I don't know if I can find it. It's in my photo bucket, but she signed my arm.
That's very fucking cute.
Yeah.
That's very cute. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. So Acid Betty decided to do Miley Cyrus from the 2015 VMAs. This is such a great look.
So good. So good. I love the interpretation of how she took Miley's and made it drag, made it evening, made it runway ready.
Yeah, she changed multiple things. She made it edgy. Mm-hmm. She made it an evening gown. She added a masculinity to it. She ate this. This is a great look. Betty looks so fucking good here.
Only no, I feel like I wish I would have seen, but it's like a huge thing. I wish I would have seen Betty in a breastplate. Like this would have been the look that we would have seen Betty.
That would have been wild. That would have been wild.
You know? But it would have had to been so well done, and like I don't know how timing would have worked for that.
Betty in a titty bib would be wild.
But I mean, she's pretty much like the illusion of a titty bib right now.
Yeah, kind of like an artsy version of it. Yeah.
And maybe like a big dread pony, kind of how Miley has it. But also, I just love this. I don't know what that chandelier skirt downstairs is made out of, but it's so cool.
Yeah. I wonder if she made that herself. Let's go on to our next person. Up next, we have Alyssa Hunter. This is I Can Buy Myself Flowers. That was such a good performance.
Such a good performance. Such a rock star. Even my mom texted me and was like, wow.
That was when she had her hair like pushed back.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Eileen Wuornos.
For sure.
Yeah, she had like
she had like Billy Ray hair, like but Billy Ray in the 80s.
You know, they don't fuck with each other apparently.
Yeah, that's so interesting to me. I love that she writes so hard for her mom though.
Yeah.
We're all
everyone's dad is a bad person. I mean,
men are pigs.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. This does look good, but it's too on the nose.
Yeah.
This feels like a recreation, not an interpretation.
Is it supposed to, like, that's the thing with the Night of 1,000 things, like, you're either so impressed that it's immaculately cosplay, or you're so impressed at how they took reference of.
And I'm more impressed by took reference of. Yeah. I'm more impressed by an interpretation than I am by a recreation.
You and Violet have really opened up my brain on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I used to just think like, okay, I'm a fashion girl. I'm going to like take this runway look and duplicate it and wear it and be like, ooh. But once you're in the whatever car it is and a phantom pulls up next to you.
There it is.
You just never feel that cunt.
You're like, that's an actual phantom. I'm in the car that looks like a phantom.
Absolutely.
And just reinterpret it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when I tell girls online, like, I don't like when I do not like recreations on the Drag Race runway. I love interpretations. Mm-hmm. Most fashion and art is all indicative of something else.
It's a cycle, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all cyclical, as they say. But this looks good, but like I don't like that it's such a recreation.
I would wear it though.
Yeah, it's great.
1,000%. Like this would be like a great performance look.
But part of what makes it so I've started wearing shiny tights. Because I'm not going to show. I'll show my legs sometimes, but I don't like to show my legs if I have to wear something tight. I will never wear a bodycon dress and show legs. I would wear like something poofy and show legs because I don't have any hair on my legs. I don't grow hair on my legs. But I've kind of been annoyed by like the matte leg look.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm kind of over the matte leg.
Yeah, I think it creates a lot of opportunity for it to look like the wrong color too when it's matte.
Yeah,
because it just soaks up so much more light, and that like sheen just helps like diffuse it. But are you doing matte tight, sheen tight fishnet?
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Who do we have here?
This is Denali.
Mm-hmm.
Denali doing VMA's Miley 2013, which I think is a very iconic Miley look.
I would say this is the most iconic Miley look.
Yeah.
I would say that if people have dressed up like Miley Cyrus, they've done this look more than they've done any look.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're absolutely right. This was, I think, a very polarizing moment for her career.
Very,
this is the year that she hosted, or before she hosted?
No, this is before she hosted.
This is before the Miley. Before,
and now back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me in the press the other day. Miley, what's good? Look, you know, they misinterpret everything we say, girl. It is what it is. Anyway, this is it's a little on the nose.
It's a little. I was actually so impressed by the whole backpack thing.
The backpack is really cute.
Like, I like that she took that element from the dancers and put it on herself. I thought that was very drag.
You impressed me. This fucking wig is immaculate.
It's so snatched.
It is unclockable.
I
was like, is this her hair? I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
I wonder who did that hair.
Because the sides are shaved.
Yeah.
Like, this wig is so fucking good.
But I like that if she had Miley's wig or Miley's hair, that whole buzz cut all around, I think we'd be looking at her like, dude. But like the fact that she gave it that length, and the fact that she was smart enough to have that choice to give it that length, and smart enough to have the ears to cover her shoulders, like, she made this so flattering to her body. And
she was smart enough to show that ass.
Take it off.
And show us the anus.
Yes.
Once again, Denali, we thank you for your service.
Walnut.
We truly do.
Walnut cracking ass out.
She probably would be like, "Better crack walnut."
And
I could put in a piece of coal and make a diamond, honey. Don't ever get me twisted, honey.
She pulls out like a Tide cherry stem.
Let's go on to the next one. Cynthia Lee Fontaine at the 2015 VMAs. Cynthia looks. This is my favorite look I think I've ever seen Cynthia in.
Whose look was this? Because if this is somebody from, was this? It was like a Bacala.
So okay, this is the whole thing.
Yeah,
apparently there was some Bacala drama because Bacala did not make these looks. But also, it's low key giving Discount Universe.
Oh yes, for sure. Oh my god!
I think there was a period of time where like Bacala, Discount Universe were doing these like eyes, these like cartoony, poppy things. It was very like pop art meets fashion. But there was drama apparently surrounding these. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
But I think Cynthia looks great. I love this hair. I love the coat. I love the leotard. I love the eyes and the titties. She should have been in the top this week.
She should have been in the top. This is like another case where like it doesn't matter what she does, doesn't matter how well she performs. If they don't see it for you, they're not going to put you.
They were never going to merge her.
Yeah,
she was never going to make the merge, which is upsetting because she did so well. To me, Cynthia was the top all-star of this week.
I would agree.
I don't think she would have won the lip sync.
I would agree. Because I was
actually, she might have won. I don't know.
I was like painting while I was watching the episode, and like she's the one that made me be like, full attention, stop what I'm doing.
Yeah. Cynthia, justice for Cynthia Lee Fontaine, because she looks really, really fucking good. And is that our last one? No, we have two more. Diabetes is a 2013 Met Gala. The theme was punk. Chaos to couture. I will say this. I actually like Diabetes more than I like Miley Cyrus's.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that sheen.
Yeah, it's that sheen.
But I don't
also
love
the height. My God.
But I don't love this dress in general though. Like it's pretty plain.
To me, there are so many amazing, iconic. Maybe not iconic, but like Miley Cyrus just wears the best clothes.
Yeah,
like
she always looks great.
She pulls from like the archives and like for some reason, it just fits her body so goddamn well. And I think that this look, it actually does make sense for Diabetes' character as a drag queen to pull this. Obviously, the punk theme for the Met Gala. But like, ooh, that hair is hard. That hair is just hard on the Drag Race main stage.
Yeah, I don't think I liked it on Miley. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think what it is I don't care much for the source material.
Yeah.
So the reinterpretation is not going to. I will say this: maybe if she turned it into a cat suit and then added some overlay, some sort of a 3D or some sort of a leather or some sort of a something on top of us, we can still get the idea of it, but make it just different.
Yeah.
I would appreciate it. This is almost an exact recreation.
I think it would have been maybe cool also on Dia to have like the side panels be like slimming. So it would have given her like more of this like
remove like Nicole Sturgeon used to always do.
Yeah, like an hourglass moment.
Apparently Nicole does that because she's like up and down.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, so she does the cutouts because she's like so up and down.
I mean, her body is so fierce.
But all the girls are padding now. The pop stars.
Oh,
they're all padding. Do you know this?
Surgically?
No, with capizios and hip pads.
Oh, really?
Go back and watch not Renaissance. What's Beyonce's Netflix?
Homecoming. So you think she's padded in that?
Girl, she's wearing capizio fishnets. Like she and you know when the pants come right up to the waist.
Yeah.
What's
You think there are fishnets with a pad in there?
I think she is padding the same way I pad.
You're lying.
That's what I think. It's my theory. I don't know for sure, but you can't even her midsection is like capizioed up.
I think for sure. I mean, I think there's like a ton of shapewear that's happening. I don't know if there's any foam.
I think there is foam. Just like what's the name? I think Doechii wore foam too. Because you look at Doechii's body when she was then wearing the underwear versus when she had this gown on at I think it was the Grammys. I was like, where do these hips come from?
Oh, interesting.
So it makes sense.
Or maybe it's the costume is like padded. I just can't imagine.
I think she has pads.
I can't imagine our girls.
I think she is. We will never find out because whoever ever says it from team would literally be murdered.
Right.
Literally, but I that's my theory. They're padding.
I think in the world that we live in where there's the BBL, the fat transfer, the lunchtime lipo, all that jazz, I think that's more of how a girl thinks instead of
I don't know. Just
finding a couch on the side of the road.
Just my fan theory.
Brave pop star, prove us wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong. What's our next one? Ginger Minj is doing 2017 VMA. That bitch stayed at the VMAs.
Next. I'm kidding.
So this is like an Elvis inspired look. I'm trying to think about how I feel about the original one. I like it.
No, I like it. I like it on Miley.
I think that Ginger Minj's is too big. Like it's kind of saggy.
Yeah.
In spots. This material is kind of. I feel like it either has to be like on the body or like not. And this is like the sagginess of this one is not. I don't feature how saggy this is. I do love those big ass grommets.
The big ass grommets are so fierce.
I love a dress with just like Swiss cheese holes in it.
For sure.
My only wish is that which is hard to do because we're not. If you go to like a custom atelier or custom house, they'll have custom grommets. But I wish that they were like the big grommets weren't all the exact same size.
She needed like a medium size in there.
Yeah, like if she had 4 different sizes of grommets, that'd be so cool. I've always wanted a giant gown with just mostly grommets. Like it's like more grommets than it is
dress.
Fabric.
Ooh,
yeah, I've always wanted a dress like that.
Just heavy as fuck.
Oh, down. Down. But yeah, I don't love this look for Ginger. I wish that she had worn. I wish she'd find a way to make it look like the one she wore in the challenge.
Yeah, for sure. This hair for a Miley Cyrus themed runway should be illegal.
It's such a drag race. It's such a Ginger Minj hair.
It's Ginger.
It's such a Ginger.
But
Minj
even
hair.
the reference, like the cool thing about Miley's is that she has like this like blue, either accoutrement or streak of hair that matches the look, and Miley's being out of this like neon bright blue solid fabric instead of like this like vinyl stretch. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that this is a great recreation, but I also understand why she chose this look because it is so Ginger Minj.
Yeah.
But like, it's a bell bottom. She's not even wearing bell bottoms.
Well, no, but hers is wide leg, whereas I feel like Miley's is a bell bottom.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with this look. It doesn't look terrible, but I've seen Ginger look better in this episode.
I'm trying to think though of what look Ginger would do of Miley's. She could be the wrecking ball.
You're crazy for that. You're crazy.
That would have been camp.
That would have been so. That would have been camp. That would have actually been very camp.
Like literally just a circle.
Well, I would say what you know. Be actually fierce if you have a big wrecking this. That whole outfit is a giant wrecking ball, and then your face is the person on the wrecking ball, with a little puppet on top,
and a chain that is the train.
Yeah, and the hands, and you can be like controlling the hands through like a little stick coming out of the wrecking ball. That actually would have been very camp.
Come on, guys,
that would have been Trey camp.
Play to your. It's not a read. Play to your
the campiness of it all.
Yes,
that actually would have been. Honey, I am the wrecking ball.
Come on.
You're right. That would have been very, very camp. But she didn't need our help because she won the episode. Let's go on.
Because she won the season. All right.
Let's go on to the judging. So during the judging, Acid Betty gets quite emotional. She loves working in groups. I can say this. I've been in a group with Acid Betty. You've been in a group with Acid Betty.
I have.
She is so good to be in a group with.
She does care. She cares so much.
And she's also, people didn't realize Acid Betty's good. Acid Betty's a great dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Acid Betty can dance.
She really can.
Genuinely can dance. Does not struggle with choreography. She's really fucking good. She's really energetic. She's good. She makes good faces.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that she had a moment to, because the judges aren't going to give her fucking flowers.
No.
Not through points. They'll say you were great, but they won't give her her literal points. But that being said, I'm glad that she got to shine the way she did. I'm glad she got to work in a group. I'm glad those people got to experience what it's like to be in a group with Acid Betty, because she's very fun to be in a group with.
She really is. I mean, I am still confused about the hair thing.
What hair thing? How Ginger gets her hair so big?
No. Why Michelle hated Acid Betty's wigs so much.
Oh, yeah, or she's like, I can't believe you wore that wig. One, why she's acting shocked that Acid Betty wore that wig, and two, what? Yeah, it was very strange.
What was the other thing that stood out? I think Alyssa. I feel like Alyssa was like trying to turn the narrative of their judging from a negative to a positive as hard as she possibly could.
Yeah.
As hard as she possibly could.
I mean, you got to look on the bright side, because at this point, Alyssa got to know she's not merging.
Yeah,
she got to know, right?
What do you do?
I wouldn't know. So Ginger Minj and Denali are on the top. Who are your top two?
My top two are Cynthia and Denali.
I would do Cynthia. Okay, let's just ask a question. Like, do the runway looks? Okay, what's your favorite runway look? Let's go back to that. What's your favorite runway look? Can you skip through them real quick? Yeah. Just kind of go back and forth. What out of these runway look, which one's your favorite?
Best Miley recreation is for sure Denali.
I think my favorite is either going to be Cynthia or Acid Betty. And then I think that Cynthia had the best performance in the show. Yeah. So Cynthia should be in the top. I don't love Ginger Minj's look here. I liked her look in the thing, and I think she did a good job. So I can see her in the top. I think Betty could have been in the top. And I think Denali could have been in the top. To me, honestly, it's Cynthia for sure. Mm-hmm. And then Denali, Acid Betty, and Ginger Minj, either one of them could have been swapped out for the other person.
Yeah, for sure. But that's just not the way that this bracket's going.
The cookie did not crumble that way. They lip sync to which song was it again?
See You Again.
Yeah.
Which
I can't wait.
So random. That's like when you came to see me at Mickey's. That's the song I for some reason chose.
I love that song.
I mean, love.
I will say this, internet, y'all doing a little much on this lip sync.
What are they saying?
They're like Denali ate so hard. Well, she did do a good job, but she did not crush Ginger Minj. I think that they were both doing a good job. I think that Denali over choreographed, overperformed. She was 0 to 100 within the first 3 seconds and never slowed down at all. Yeah. I think Ginger Minj did some clever things as well. I don't think it is the massacre y'all think it. I don't think it is the riggery y'all think it is. We've seen more rigged lip syncs.
I do think Denali won it though. As far as like what the song was giving,
I would have given it to Denali too, but they're acting like
this song, Ginger was kind of just like tapping her boot and like.
You know what Ginger did that I really think is honestly not. I'm not into it, and I blame Ben de la Creme for this, which is like making your lip sync about what the person next to you is doing.
So annoying, so fucking annoying.
It's not. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's clever.
You also can't plan for that being the other person in that lip sync. So if you're being full throttle to the camera and to the judges, you're not paying attention to what this bitch is doing there. So like she can like fully just put bunny ears on you and like
yeah. It's literally like planking in the background of someone's pictures in 2008.
Right. Totally.
Like, because it was this thing, but then Ginger was like, then I'll do it too. Like I think Aja did it. Ben de la Creme did it to Aja, right? For Starships or
Anaconda.
Anaconda. That's what it was. Anaconda. And I just don't think. I don't think that's a good. I'm not. I don't think that. I'm not into that.
Yeah, me either.
I also have another theory.
Give it to me.
I think that someone in production just has RuPaul's laughs on just recorded.
No shit.
I don't think RuPaul is laughing at this stuff.
No shit. Absolutely not. I don't think they're never showing her laughing.
I don't think when Ginger Man went the stutter and that RuPaul went.
No, that's not. That doesn't happen. That doesn't exist.
Like they just have RuPaul's laugh
from season 4, from season 6. From
RuPaul might go in the booth and just do some laughs
for sure. For sure.
The only laugh that RuPaul does that is G when she goes. That is on the moment,
and it's always at a roast or it's always something.
Yeah,
it's never at Snatch Game.
Yeah,
it's never during a lip sync.
But these laughs during the lip sync, I don't believe these laughs are happening.
Hell no.
Anyway, Ginger Minge ends up winning. She gets the extra point, so Ginger Minge now has 6 points. She is so far in the lead. There's no way she could possibly fall behind. She could maybe come in third if all the girls decide to collectively give their points to Diabetti or Denali. She might come in third, but I'm hoping that what will happen is that next week the girls will pick one of the girls who has no points, basically. What I would do for girls if I was this, I would try my best to pick one girl from the 1 point group, help that person do a really good job in the challenge in any way that I possibly can, boost them up, and then once they win points, give them all our points so that we can push them up and then push someone down. Right now it looks like it's going to be Denali, Diabetti, and Ginger Minge.
Yes. Right now it looks like who would be the one that you would want to like catapult to take one of those out though?
Acibetti or Cynthia.
Yeah, Acibetti for sure.
Acibetti, I think that Acibetti stands a better chance to actually make the second merge.
Yeah.
Cynthia Fontaine, because I think she did a pretty good job. But if I was gonna pick someone, I would pick Acibetti.
Yeah, for sure.
And like let's see what she can do in the second merge. I would, and if you are like an Alyssa Hunter or Cynthia Fontaine or Acibetti, and you know you're not gonna make the merge, bitch, use your power. This is the only power you have. So use your power and fucking catapult someone up there. Just do the damn thing.
Yeah.
And I hope they do that. And Diabetti is shaking in her pants. And we'll talk about that during the Untucked.
She should be.
We'll talk about it. We'll see y'all soon.